Hello students, welcome to KP's tutorial channel. Now in this presentation we are going to discuss on the chapter of statistics, that is probability, its definition and some concepts. The theory of probability has its origin in the games of chance related to gambling, such as tossing of a coin, throwing of a die, drawing cards from a pack of cards, etc. Jeremy Cardan, an Italian mathematician, wrote a book on games of chance, which was published on 1663. Starting with the games of chance, probability has become one of the basic tools of statistics. The knowledge of probability theory makes it possible to intercept statistical results. Since many statistical procedures involve conclusion based on samples, probability theory is being applied in the solution of social, economic, business problems. Today, the concept of probability has assumed greater importance, and mathematical theory of probability has become the basis of statistical application. In both social and decision-making research, probability theory, in fact, is foundation of statistical inferences. So, the founder of probability, Jacob Bernoulli, is the founder of this probability. We first explain the terms which will be used in defining the term probability. So the first term is that experiment. Experiment means what? It is an act which can perform under given condition is called experiment. म्हणजे दिलेल्या कंडिशन्स नुसार आपण केलेली एखादी कृती त्याला आपण एक्सपेरिमेंट असं म्हणणार आहोत. नेक्स्ट पॉईंट इज दॅट रँडम एक्सपेरिमेंट. Any experiment whose outcomes cannot be predetermined in a trial. Such experiments are called random experiment. The outcomes of or results which cannot be predetermined before trial is called as a random experiment. Now trial means what? Trial is any controlled experiment. Controlled experiment means trial, or performing a random experiment is called a trial. Then our next point is that event. Events means what? The outcomes of the experiment. म्हणजे एक्सपेरिमेंट केल्यानंतर जे आपल्याला आउटकम्स किंवा रिझल्ट्स मिळणार आहेत त्याला आपण स्टॅटिस्टिक्समध्ये इव्हेंट असं म्हणणार आहोत. आउटकम्स ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट आर नोन ॲज इव्हेंट्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, सीड जर्मिनेशन. सीड जर्मिनेशन इज अ एक्सपेरिमेंट. either germinates or does not germinates are the events or are the outcomes. Okay, now our next point is that types of event. There are some types of events, that is simple, compound, null event, mutually exclusive event, like this. So first type is that simple event. Event consisting of only one sample point of a sample space is called sample event. Means the experiment who gives you only one outcome, then the event is known as simple event. Compound event means what? Even consisting of more than one sample point is called compound event. म्हणजे ज्या इव्हेंटमध्ये फक्त आणि फक्त एकच आउटकम असेल त्याला आपण सिंपल इव्हेंट असं म्हणणार आहोत. एकापेक्षा जास्त जर आउटकम मिळत असतील तर त्याला आपण कंपाऊंड इव्हेंट असं म्हणणार आहोत. और अदर डेफिनेशन ऑफ कंपाऊंड इव्हेंट इज दॅट व्हेन एन इव्हेंट कन्सिस्टिंग ऑफ जॉइंट ऑकरन्स ऑफ टू और मोर इव्हेंट, देन दॅट इव्हेंट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज कंपाऊंड इव्हेंट. नाउ नल इव्हेंट मीन्स व्हॉट? नल इव्हेंट मीन्स देर इज no any sample point in a sample space, right? If there exists one sample point in a sample space, it is known as simple event. If there exists more than two or more than two sample point in a sample space, the event is called as compound event. If there does not exist any sample point in a sample space, the event is called as null event. So the null event is that event having no sample point is called null event, and it is denoted by phi. Phi is the notation of null event. Now next point or next term which is very useful to define probability is that sample space. A set of all possible outcomes from an experiment is called sample space. A set of all possible outcomes from an experiment means after experiment we get some results or outcomes. The set of all that results or outcomes is called as sample space. For example, a set of 5 seeds are shown in plot. Now none may germinate, 1 2 3 or 5 may germinate. That is, the possible outcomes are 0 1 2 3 4 5. It means that out of 5 seeds, 0 seeds are germinate, or 1 seeds is germinate, other 4 are not germinate, or when 2 seeds germinate, other seeds are not germinate. These are outcomes of that experiment, right? So the collection of all these outcomes is called as sample space. The set of numbers is called as sample space. Each possible outcomes or element in a sample space is called sample point. Okay, each possible outcomes from a sample space is called as sample point. Now next term is that exhaustive event. The total number of possible outcomes in any trial is known as exhaustive events or exhaustive cases. The total number of possible outcomes are called as exhaustive events. In a throwing of a die, there are 6 exhaustive cases. Since any one of the 6 phases may come uppermost, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, out of this number anyone may come uppermost when you throw a die. Okay, so exhaustive events means the total number of possible outcomes. Next term is that mutually exclusive event. Mutually exclusive events. Okay, events are said to be mutually exclusive if 2 or more of them cannot happen simultaneously. 2 किंवा 2 पेक्षा जास्त इव्हेंट्सला एकमेकांशी म्युच्युअली एक्सक्लुझिव्ह इव्हेंट आहेत असं आपण कधी म्हणू, ज्यावेळी ते दोन्ही इव्हेंट्स किंवा आउटकम्स एकाच वेळेला आपल्याला एक्सपेरिमेंटमधून मिळत नसतील तर त्याला आपण काय म्हणणार आहोत, म्युच्युअली एक्सक्लुझिव्ह इव्हेंट. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इन टॉसिंग अ कॉइन we get H or tail, but H or tail cannot happen simultaneously. So getting head or getting tail, that is H and T, are mutually exclusive event, because when you toss a coin, head and tail cannot get simultaneously. If you got head, tail does not come, or if you get tail, head does not come or does not happen. So H and T are simultaneously mutually exclusive events. If a single coin is tossed, either head can be up or tail can be up. Okay, this is the definition of mutually exclusive event. Now what is meant by equally likely events? Outcomes of a trials are said to be equally likely if taking into consideration all the relevant evidences. There is no reason to expect one in performs to the others. That is, 2 or more events are said to be equally likely if each one of them has an equal chance of occurring. When we do the experiment, then each outcome has an equal chance of occurring, then that event is known as equally likely event. The next event is the independent event. Several events are said to be independent if the happening of an event is not affected by the happening of one or more events. Independent events mean what? The happening of one event does not affect the happening of other event. Then both events are called as independent event. For example, when 2 seeds are sown in a plot, 1 seed germinates, then it does not affect other seeds. It would not affect the germinate or not germinate of second seed. One event does not affect the other event. So these events are called as independent event. Means germination of first seed and germination or not germination of second seed. These events are independent events. Next, dependent events means what? If the happening of one event is affected by the happening of one or more events, then the events are called dependent event. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला एखादा इव्हेंट घडून येतोय किंवा एखाद्या एक्सपेरिमेंटमधून एखादा आउटकम तुम्हाला मिळत असेल तर त्याचा परिणाम पुढच्या एक्सपेरिमेंटमधून किंवा पुढच्या ट्रायलमधून मिळणाऱ्या आउटकमवर जर होत असेल तर त्या दोन्ही इव्हेंट्सला त्याला आपण डिपेंडंट इव्हेंट असं म्हणणार आहोत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इफ यू ड्रॉ अ कार्ड फ्रॉम अ पॅक ऑफ वेल सफल्ड कार्ड्स, इफ द फर्स्ट कार्ड drawn is not replaced, then second draw is dependent on the first draw. It means what? Out of 52 pack of card, if you draw a card first time and not put up back again in that set. Then in a second trial, you have to must face or you have to draw a card from a 51 cards. It means that the first outcome or first event is dependent on second, or second event is dependent on first. So these events are called as dependent event. With this all the terms, let's define the main concept, that is probability. Probability, it can be defined as when we predict result before happening of an event. When we predict a result before happening of an event, or it is defined as it is the ratio of number of favorable events to the total number of equally likely events. It is defined as it is the ratio of number of favorable events to the total number of equally likely events is known as probability. This is the two definitions of probability. Then types of probability, or the mathematical definition of probability and statistical definition of probability. So first one is that mathematical probability or classical probability. If a trial result n events, if a trial results n events means एखाद्या ट्रायलमध्ये जर आपल्याला n इव्हेंट्स n आउटकम्स मिळत असतील, आउट ऑफ n टोटल नंबर ऑफ इव्हेंट्स m, out of n total number of events, m of them are favorable to happening an event A. Out of n total number of events, m of them are favorable to happening an event A. Then the probability of A is denoted by P of A, and it is given by P of A is equal to the favorable event divided by total number of events. That is, favorable events are m to the event A. So it is m divided by total number of events denoted by n, m upon n. So probability of happening of that event A is calculated by favorable number of event divided by total number of event. Cases favorable to non-happening of event. If the event A is happen m times out of n total outcomes, then cases favorable to non-happening of event are calculated by total number of outcomes minus the favorable cases for happening the event A, that is m. So we can take here difference of n minus m. Then we get cases favorable to non-happening of that event. Then probability of non-happening event is denoted by Q of A and is given by Q of A is equal to 1 minus m upon n. 1 minus m upon n means what? M upon n is the probability of happening of event A. Then the probability of non-happening of event A is subtract from 1, because the range of probability is that from 0 to 1. Highest chances or highest value of probability is 1. So we subtract the probability of happening from 1, then we get probability of non-happening of event, that is 1 minus p. Next, statistical or empirical definition of probability is when result can be predicted only after the happening of event. When a result can be predicted only after the happening of event. This is the statistical definition. Or if an event occur m times in a series of n random trials, then probability of event A is given by formula probability of A is equal to limit as n tends to infinity m upon n, where m are the occurrence of event in a series of n random trials. For example, if a coin is tossed 10 times, we may get 6 heads and 4 tails, or 4 heads 6 tails, or any other result. In this case, the probability of getting a head is not 0.5 as we consider in a mathematical probability. When coin is tossed, there is 0.5% chance to get head or get tail, but here this does not happen. So the probability of event A is given by limit n tends to infinity m upon n. The note are very important that the value of probability always lies between 0 to 1. The probability of any experiment, any trial always lies between 0 to 1. The minimum probability is 0, maximum is 1. So probability lies between 0 to 1. The range is of probability is 0 to 1. If the event is impossible म्हणजे जर इव्हेंट घडतच नसेल तर प्रोबॅबिलिटी ऑफ इम्पॉसिबल इव्हेंट इज 0. अँड इफ इव्हेंट इज शुअर means the event exact happen, then probability of sure event is 1. Then there are two main theorems on a probability, that is first one is addition theorem and second one is multiplication theorem. Addition theorem: if n events are mutually exclusive, then the probability of happening of any one of them is equal to the sum of the probabilities of the happening of the separate events. For example, let E1, E2, E3 up to En be n events. Then the probability of addition of all these events is equal to addition of separate probability of all that events. Means P of E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus up to so on En is equal to probability of E1 plus probability of E2 plus probability of E3 up to so on plus probability of En. If A and B are mutually exclusive, consider for two events. If A and B are two mutually exclusive, then probability of A plus probability of B is equal to, probability of A plus B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. The addition of two events is denoted by union. So here we write probability of A union B. The combined probability of two events is equal to addition of the separate probability of that events. Got it? And if A and B are mutually exclusive, if A and B are not mutually exclusive, then probability of, by mistake here note down, if A and B are not mutually exclusive, then probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. This theorem is known as addition theorem on probability. Now next theorem is on multiplication. So multiplication theorem of probability is that if there be E1, E2, E3 up to En mutually exclusive event, then the probability of the product of this event, is equal to the product of their separate probability. For example, consider E1, E2 up to En be n events, and the probability of product of all these events, that is probability of E1 into E2 into E3 up to so on into En is equal to, take a multiplication of probabilities of each event, that is probability of E1 into probability of E2 into probability of E3 up to so on probability of En. This theorem is known as multiplication theorem of probability. Okay, so with these two theorems, this session is end here. Thank you.